All right, y'all, Rick's About the Morning Show. We got the one and only attorney Glennon Threatt on with us this morning to talk about. Glennon, good morning.
Good morning, Rickey, and good morning, and Happy New Year to the radio.
Happy New Year to you and the radio audience. Hey, listen. Glenn Rock TV laughing at you every time you said it.
I know he does.
Hey,
that's
Glennon.
The homie.
I know that's right.
Homie.
Hey, now, Glennon, have you heard the audio of Donald Trump begging the Georgia Secretary of State to find enough votes to overturn this election result? And it was an hour-long phone call, but here's a clip of some of the false claims that Donald Trump was making.
We have won this election in Georgia based on all of this. And there's nothing wrong with saying that, Brad. You know, I mean, the people of Georgia are angry. And these numbers are going to be repeated on Monday night. And there's nothing wrong with saying that you've recalculated.
Well, Mr. President, the challenge that you have is the data you have is wrong.
Now, do you think it's possible that they shredded ballots in Fulton County? Because that's what the rumor is. And also that Dominion took out machines. Do you know anything about that? Because that's illegal.
This is Ryan, Germany. No, Dominion has not moved any machinery out of Fulton County. We're having.
But have they moved? Have they moved the inner parts of the machines and replaced them with other parts?
No.
You sure, Ryan?
I'm sure.
You should want to have an accurate election, and you're a Republican.
We believe that we do have an accurate election.
No, you don't. No, you don't. You don't have. Not even close. You're up by hundreds of thousands of votes. You know what they did, and you're not reporting it. That's a criminal offense. And you can't let that happen. That's a big risk to you and to Ryan. But they are shredding ballots, in my opinion, based on what I've heard, and they are removing machinery, both of which are criminal fines, and you can't let it happen, and you are letting it happen. I'm notifying you that you're letting it happen. I just want to find 11,780 votes. Brad, what are we going to do? We won the election, and it's not fair to take it away from us like this. I think you have to say that you're going to re-examine it, and you can re-examine it, but re-examine it with people that want to find answers, not people that don't want to find answers. And that alone wins us the election by a lot.
We have to stand by our numbers. We believe our numbers are right.
Well, under law, you're not allowed to give faulty election results, okay? You're not allowed to do that, and that's what you've done. And because of what you've done to the president, a lot of people aren't going out to vote. And if you would be respected, if this thing could be straightened out before the election. You have a big election coming up on Tuesday.
Straightened out? Glennon, was there anything illegal? And then the second question, what is they're talking about censoring Donald Trump? Break that down, Glennon.
Well, here's the thing, Rickey. First of all, the president is repeating the same rumors that have already been shot down by 90 judges in 60 different lawsuits. And so, but as always, the only evidence that Trump needs is simply his ego. He doesn't need any facts. All he needs is his ego and his desire to have won. When you listen to the president in his own words, and I listened to the entire recording and read the transcript word for word, what you realize is that he is operating in some sort of alternate reality that is based on facts that I think he believes that nobody else can see. And so he shares those facts with other people, and they get swept up in this universe and join him in this sort of alternate place. And then we end up with these senators that are going out there to, sort of disregard our democracy. But I don't think that he'll ever be prosecuted on the state level or the federal level. I certainly don't think he'll be prosecuted for the comments he made with respect to whether or not he engaged in any sort of election-related crime, simply because I don't think there's any appetite for the Biden administration to prosecute Trump federally. And also, I think he's going to pardon himself or either have Pence pardon him at some point. So I don't see any likelihood of federal prosecution. And I also don't know that Georgia would prosecute him for that either. But, it may depend on what happens on Tuesday.
Oh, my God. Glennon, that's great. Now, real quick, Glennon, can you tell us about January the 6th? I know a lot of people are going to be going to D.C. The mayor has asked D.C. residents to not come down and confront the Donald Trump protesters and the Proud Boys. What are they actually doing in Congress, and what would have happened had the Republicans had control of the United States Congress?
Well, the Republicans had control of the Congress, meaning both the House and the Senate, and if all of the Republicans that comprise that majority were willing to participate in the big lie, then it could create a problem for which there has been no precedent. There's never been an instance that I'm aware of where the results of a free and fair election were overturned by a Congress just because of partisan interest. So I still don't think that there ever was any likelihood that the results of the election would be overturned. But the problem, Ricky, is that what President Trump is trying to do in his cohort is to destroy the integrity of the electoral process. And they're doing a great deal of damage to democracy in America because millions of people now believe that the election, which was in fact fair, was not. And so it destroys our stature with the rest of the world because America is the shining light for democracy in a lot of countries that are trying to establish democratic ideals and democratic-based government. And if the value of our democracy can be damaged or destroyed, then that resonates all around the world. And I think that's the goal of many of the president's friends around the world, including Russia and others.
Wow. Hey, Glennon, are we going to be checking them back in with you, as this breaking news story developed? This is so crazy. Glennon, let everybody know how you could be reached.
I can be reached on Twitter at @G3 and join the conversation. If people in Georgia, get out and vote. There's a lot that rests on what happens tomorrow. It's probably the most important day of the election. So we got to get out there to the polls and vote so that we can get control of it.
All right, there it is. Ladies and gentlemen, hey, Glennon, thank you. Appreciate you, big bro.
All right, man. Thank you, Rick. Thank you, Rick.